Hello there. So guys, welcome back to another video. This one is something I haven't done on video for so long, probably coming up for 9 years this year, and that's build a PC on video. I've done a few for other people here, there and everywhere. I've done lots of little builds for cases and other things that you haven't seen, but this is the first time I've actually built a PC on camera for so many years, and it's one of those itches that I just had to scratch. Thankfully, Joe, that I share this office with, is in dire need of a new rig, and we put this together from Overclockers UK. All the links for the stuff that will be featured in the video will be in the description box if you want to get any for yourself. I've also got an affiliate code as well, so if you could, get anything through there, it does give me a percentage back, which is always appreciated. Helps out towards running costs and my rent and stuff, so it's always handy if you can buy through there. Doesn't cost you any extra as well, so happy days. So we're using a Intel i5 9600K for this, so 3.7 gigahertz. That's a 6-core, and I could do the Verge. We got one. It's like, yeah, well, you can buy them on every retailer. And then that's going to be going in an MSI MPG Z390 Gaming Edge AC. Now, at the current point, we looked at speccing this up. There was offers that had a motherboard, RAM, the processor, and what I was going to try and do is put some deals that are similar down in the description box below for you guys that aren't too sure on what you want to kind of put together and what fits what. Now, that wasn't available, so I had to do it a bit of another way, but what I'll do is try and put some current offers that are in down there that you can have a look at. So I'll just try and explain. I'm not going to spend too long on it because it's more just of a video just that I thought you guys might like to watch rather than an in-depth one, just in case if we need to get it built. So let's just go quickly through it. So Corsair H100i, HX850 power supply. We're going to go full RGB with this as well. So Vengeance Pro RAM with the RGB. We've got an additional 3 fans. There's 2 of those fans currently in the case, so we're going to have 5 in total. And then obviously sync it all together with, of course, their software. What else? Lighting Node Pro, just for some additional lighting. This case, the I can't remember what it's called. Spec Omega has got a controller on the back and a hub, so you can link it all together. So in terms of extra wiring, we shouldn't have to do too much, so it should be good. So I've got my zip ties, and let's just basically get on with this. Enjoy the time lapse. Let me know what you think. We'll do a little summary at the end, and yeah, first PC in a few years. Let's go. Okay guys, so it's about a week later since I started building this. We've had a few things out of work that have come up, so it's taken me longer than expected. We've run into quite a few issues which I'm going to discuss as well, just a few little niggles, but as you can see it's all working in its full RGB glory. So in terms of the build, it's all working really well. Joe's just put all the drivers and stuff on there and just installing his stuff, so it's turning out all okay so far. In terms of the actual build, this case has been a bit of a pain. The clearance from the motherboard, which is the MP Z390 Gaming Edge AC, is just a little bit too long, so the cable management hole that's just above the PSU shroud just was a pain to run all the cables through, so we've had to do it a little bit differently. I brought some in through where the SATA ports have come through for the front panel, and then all the USB and stuff. I've had to extend it across a little bit, which isn't ideal. It does make it look a little bit more messy, but it's literally all we could really do without cutting the case up. So in anyone that's kind of used these kind of configurations with the motherboard and the case, I'd recommend you go for something that's a little bit bigger just to make your life easier, especially if you're a first time builder, because that will just drive you nuts. Thankfully I've had some experience with different cases, and I could just persist and work out different ways to do it, but if it is your first time building in this case, you might find it a little bit difficult. So I had to reseat the graphics card as well and the memory, so a few little niggles, but all turned out alright. In terms of the hardware, we'll probably put some overclock on this. Temperatures are sitting about 40 degrees at idle. I'll probably expect it to go about 60 when you're rendering. In the memory we've configured, so we've got 3200 megahertz with the cast timings as well, just XMP, so just one setting and it recognised it all, which was nice. We did have some issues with the RGB as well. If anyone is planning to put additional fans in, make sure you've got it on channel 3 and 4, because otherwise you're going to be there sitting for like hours trying to work out why it's not working. So it just seems to sit. If you use anything more than channels 3 to 5, it just doesn't like it. So yeah, and then running the Corsair RGB strips as well was a pain. We've had to use the header on the motherboard rather than into the controller, because we've had to add another lot of hardware that's included with it, which is another box on the back that we didn't want, and we didn't have enough USB headers for it either. So it's been a bit of a pain. So in future, for anyone that's going to be using this case, just plan it really well. If anyone does want a bit of help with it, and just comment and I'll get back to you and help you out, because it's been a bit of a pain in the ass. But as far as that goes, I'm sure Joe's ready to go and start editing on this, so I'm going to get back to him. And just thank you to everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. There is more stuff upcoming in terms of PCs and hardware. This is going to be the start of it, but $1,800 build for January. Hope you all enjoyed it, and let me know what you think of the feedback. Give me some feedback of the kind of style of the video and what you liked about it, what you didn't, because obviously moving forward I want to get it down to how you guys like seeing your videos. So yeah, pretty happy with it. It has been a week of pain, but it's all worked out in the end. So thank you everyone for watching this. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please subscribe if you like this kind of content, and there's going to be a lot more variation of what we're going to be doing on the channel moving further afield, and I'll see you all in the next one.